Hey, Dr. Phillip, how are you?
I'm doing well. Sorry, I've been on the road for 5 days and been hectic trying to catch up.
No, I bet.
God bless you.
Yeah, thank
Mhm.
you, thank you. So, lots of good news, Jovi.
A lot. There's a lot. It's been good.
Yeah, it has been. It has been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a bad week.
Tell me.
I gained a couple pounds, which is expected, but my numbers, which had been staying in the low hundreds to mid 120s,
Hmm.
went up to 140 and 150 this week.
Okay.
So I was not a happy and I haven't really done anything different,
Hmm.
but it went up, and I was like quite upset about that. But like I was telling her, we lost our dog. We
Oh,
had to put our dog down this week,
sure.
and a couple other things. So the stress might have, been a reason for this,
Absolutely. Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah. No, without a doubt. Was that kind of expected, or what?
no, no, actually, he had been. He was only. He turned 8 on Monday,
Okay.
and that's the day we put him down.
Hmm.
But he was totally fine. The last like week and a half, he'd be walking and his legs would just collapse on him.
Hmm.
Wow.
So we took him to the vet, and the vet says he doesn't have hip trouble, he doesn't have arthritis, none of that. She goes, I'm going to do a blood test on him because something's going on. Well, then she went out of town, so she didn't get the results back. And it turns out this was last Thursday, and it turns out whatever virus he got, he was throwing up all over the place, and then his legs were collapsing.
Hmm.
Whatever virus he got, his liver just went berserk. And Monday, the vet's associates said, "Yeah, we recommend you put him down."
Wow.
So that was, yeah, you didn't want to see that poor dog suffer anymore.
No. No. Um,
So
what breed?
it was an Irish setter, 150-pound Irish setter too.
Oh my goodness. That's
Yeah, it was
big.
a big boy, but at 150 pounds, he would gallop with any horse.
I bet.
He was fast as the devil. And my little guy could barely keep up with him.
Hmm.
They're the same age. And as a matter of fact, my little guy's birthday is in like the next week or two. So we
Yeah.
had so it was kind of, and my little guy is just, he doesn't know what to do.
Hmm.
He's a little terrier mix who, he was the boss in the house,
Hmm.
but the Irish setter, would chase him around the yard and everything else, and they just had nothing but fun. And now he's just sitting there,
Hmm.
staring out the window like, when are you coming home?
Yeah. Animals
But,
go through a grieving process too. Yeah.
yeah. So,
Well,
and
yeah.
I all I can do is try to give him the support he needs,
Hmm. Yeah.
you know.
And that would
So,
certainly explain everything you're going through.
Mhm.
yeah. So,
Okay.
but that, and then I have my brother turns 60. He turned 60 Wednesday.
Hmm.
So we're having a birthday dinner for him right now. So I told Jovi I had to cut in so I could give her my numbers and get out.
Okay,
So you guys have a fabulous Memorial Day weekend, and I hopefully will be able to talk to you next week.
sounds like a plan. Be
Yes.
well, Bill.
Okay? All
All
right.
right.
Be good.
Thank you.
Have a good
Happy
one.
holiday. Enjoy the weekend.
You
Okay,
too.
be well.
All
You're in
right.
the close.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So Freddie, new office?
Old one.
I've never seen it before.
No, I've never been in here before when we do the call. I'm always driving home or going somewhere or at work or something. So
Yeah.
this is our office.
Yeah,
Um, it's for our management business.
cool.
This is not my desk. I don't even have a desk anymore. They took it. So
Well, that's what happens when you're the owner, right?
yeah, I'm the peon around here. So I'll give you guys a quick tour.
Okay.
So there's one station there. They call this the dungeon. This is where all the archives go. And it's the door to Narnia. And our accountant sits here, meeting table, little mini fridge there. That was my desk, but now we have somebody, we've hired like 3 people, so I'm odd man out. And that's where my wife sits. That's her desk. And
Of
she's in a
course,
meeting right now. I'm
of
waiting to
course.
go to tennis.
She's got the window
Yeah.
view.
Yeah, she's got the window. Uh, just a little decor there. I don't like being in here, but lately I've been in here more. So every time I come in here, I like flip that. And then once that's done, I got to get out of here.
How come the sand is black?
I don't know where they got this. They just bought it.
They
Okay.
Who knows? So this is like stuff from Mexico City
Yeah.
that I got. And there's one from Chicago, from Chinatown. So, um,
Okay. You accidentally muted yourself.
Yeah.
sorry, a phone call was coming in. Can you
No
guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like it's a propeller on that wall.
Oh yeah, they have a propeller on there because I like planes, so they bought me that.
Cool. Very cool.
So but I haven't been able to start my ground school yet because I'm looking at like the fall because we've had some things happen since our last conversation. Business wise, we've been doing very well. So I'm hoping to set up my ground school here real soon because I'm not working as much as I used to. I've got somebody covering for me now. So I
Okay.
got more free time.
Okay. Is that by design?
The idea is to get me out of the day to day and to get Norma out of the day to day.
Good. Good for you.
That's what I would like to have happen. But we got approached by, not to make this all about business and stuff, but we got approached by some attorneys that we have a good relationship with, and they want to partner up, and their long-term view is like franchises.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're trying to get into that big boy stuff, right? So I've never done that before, never been here before, so little nervous, a little tentative, so we want to make sure that we have terms, right?
Sure.
Because they want a big chunk, right? But they're saying they'll allow us to do the control. So
There we go.
Okay.
so then I can get my plane and get all that good stuff, and yeah, have an excuse to have it.
There you go.
So we'll see. And health wise, back hurts a little bit, but I'm much more active than before. I'm not doing the weights. I have not gone back, but I will go back probably next week. I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to do just very light, maybe one set of everything. I've been reading, that you don't really need more than that. I'm going to see if that's even true, because
Mhm.
I've always done that, 3 to 4 sets, 10 to 15 reps, right?
Mhm.
And then pyramiding up, pyramiding down, all that stuff. So allegedly 1 set, and
Mhm.
then you should be good to
Yeah,
go.
you're done.
So we'll
Okay.
see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try it. I'll let you know, and I'll run it by you, Doc.
Cool.
It's good to see you guys, by the way. And I apologize I just had all kinds of stuff going on. My pain is manageable for the most part. I'm not taking anything really other than the supplements, and I haven't had to use the CBD cream so much. I
Okay.
only use it like after tennis. Yeah, I take it because now now he's got me running and pacing and actually, volleying back and forth. Sorry, I'm new to tennis, so I've never played before. So all this is brand new. And doing some more stretches and stuff like that, and kind of changing like my mindset on pain.
Mhm.
Uh, not making it more than what it is, and had to do some like some soul searching stuff, to kind of dump that out.
Mhm.
And when I did that, yeah, it made a difference.
Yeah.
I'm not cured, right? But I noticed a significant difference in that. Pretty much what I did is like, okay, I've uh, I've asked for forgiveness, right, from my creator and others, but I've never forgiven myself
Amen.
ever.
Yeah.
And why haven't I done that?
Mhm.
Why if God accepts me and he's let things go, then why do I keep hanging on to stuff? So I did that process, and when I did that, it was almost immediate, the change, right? Um,
Mhm.
Whether that's placebo or psychosomatic, whatever it is, as long as it's working, right? I
Mhm.
really don't care. I don't question things so much anymore. Things don't always have to line up for me.
Mhm.
And then I've been doing some breathing classes with a friend of mine on Monday, and they give me like a lot of energy the next day, and I'm running up and down. Um, Doing a green tea, that's pretty good. It works pretty good, and so far no problems with the kidneys. Okay, thus far. But the only thing I have not done, which I'm guilty of, is I haven't, had my workups done recently,
Mhm.
like new blood work, new everything. So that I have to do because I have not done it, and I'm guilty of that. So because a few people I know, like my age, have been having heart attacks and stuff. So uh, yeah, I'm like, yeah, maybe I should get checked. I don't want to be one of them. And that's it. I mean, things have been pretty good. I've had some, like my other business has kind of taken a hit. Insurance is ridiculous right now. Everywhere my property insurance more than doubled,
Mhm.
and I cannot like raise the rents to enough to cover that. So I'm eating that. And I've spent like $60,000 in the last month.
Mhm.
And yeah, that one, like, Mexicans say that hurts my elbow, right? Because won't go to the hand because it only goes to the elbow. But I mean, such is life, right? Such is life.
Yeah.
But outside of that, been pretty good.
Good
Been
for
pretty
you.
good health wise and stuff. I'm enjoying the tennis. I'm getting faster. I'm getting better. Um, I can run a little bit more. I'm shooting up and down the court. I can kind of get the teacher sometimes. So it's so it's been good. It's been good. All things considered, it's been very good. And that's it. I'll stop talking. I'll shut up. Talk too
No,
much.
you hit on a real good point in that we're taught to forgive others, but we harbor resentment for ourselves. We harbor shame. We don't forgive ourselves for past errors, past things we did wrong, past whatever you want to call it. And that's the thing that just kind of festers. So you're spot on. And there's pastors that do a whole ministry on, they call it deliverance, but one of the big factors of deliverance is deliverance from your own forgiveness and
Yes.
to be able to say, okay, I messed up and now I'm moving forward and that's all in the past and now I'm going forward. So yeah, spot on. Spot on. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. And I turned 52 last week. So
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
so it's good to be here another year.
Very
All
good.
right. Happy birthday.
And I'll be getting a haircut soon too, but it won't be that short.
No, don't cut it. You look like Tony Orlando. Don't cut it.
No, it'll probably take about a couple inches off of it. The way I had it previously, I think they did a good job. I'm gonna keep the long hair for a little while longer, but we're gonna layer it.
Yeah.
No,
I had to do a double take. I was like, what is this? Tie yellow ribbon reunion? That's a handsome guy on there. What's going on?
Yeah.
now keep the hair. You wear it well.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's right, Dr. Phil. Tell him he looks good. Tie a yellow ribbon around the old tree.
Good job. Good job. So it looks like there's a new face on the phone.
Yes. So we have Ceci. She has
Hello.
a few questions for you, Dr. Phillip.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
So Ceci, I know that you had a couple questions for Dr. Phillip with, I don't even know how you say the term that you had sent me. I'll be honest.
It's the first time I've ever been, well, I don't know, with my blood work coming out. Like, I'm not diabetic. It's just my triglycerides.
Triglycerides.
Yes, they came out with like 591, and I've never had them that high. I don't know what's triggering that. So she gave me medicine for that. And I have to take one pill a month. One pill every day for a month.
Yeah. So what's your diet like?
I was last year I started diet. I was just running every day on my treadmill for an hour, and that really helped out. I was really motivated, and then I had something happen in the family where I just didn't want to do it anymore. I'm not running at all. I'm just like, I feel like I'm gaining weight again. And I was actually at a really good level where I wanted to be. But I mean, my diet is really off. I don't have a set schedule to eat because I'm always running around doing stuff.
Okay. So what'd you have for breakfast this morning?
Coffee.
Okay.
That was it. And then I had my pasta from yesterday that I had till like 4 o'clock, 4:30-ish. I had a little bit of pasta and that was it.
Okay. Do you have cream or sugar with your coffee?
Yes.
Okay. And then so you had pasta for dinner yesterday?
Well, I bought it, but I didn't even eat it. We went to a restaurant for my daughter's graduation. I didn't eat it. I had appetizers and that was it. At 9 o'clock we had dinner because it was so late. But I usually don't eat this late. We only went there because of her graduation.
Okay. So the first cause, the most common first cause is what's called a high glycemic index diet, which means that you're consuming foods that turn into sugar quickly, especially if the rest of your lipids were okay. If your total cholesterol is okay, your LDL cholesterol is okay, your HDL cholesterol is okay, If all those are okay and it was just the triglycerides, then most likely it's a high glycemic index diet.
Okay.
Then the second thing is alcohol. You don't look like you drink a lot of alcohol, so it's not that.
I'm a social drinker
What's social for you?
once in a while when I go out and I mingle with friends. That's it. I don't get annihilated. I don't drink over the extreme. I don't get drunk like that.
Okay. So most likely for you, like I said, is the high glycemic index diet. So eating foods that turn into sugar quickly. That'll also spike your triglycerides. So I'm sure you and Jovi will be talking about changing your foods. And then secondarily, tailing off on the exercise. That helps with reducing your triglycerides, reducing your stress helps with reducing your triglycerides. What medicine will you put on?
Let me get it. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't think I put that on the email, Dr. Phillip.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
She gave me the phenobarbital.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need it if you don't want it. Just change what you're eating.
Right.
Work on your exercise.
Right.
And however you want to work on your stress, work on your stress. And you should see things change within a month.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because when I started doing the treadmill, I started losing weight pretty fast because I was running every day for an hour, so I was burning like 500 to 600 calories a day. So that brought me down really quick on my weight. But it's just that I think my stress level right now is at the max with so much going on in my life. I think that's what really is triggering it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Any other risk factors? Blood pressure's okay?
No, everything's fine. I don't have high blood pressure. The norm for me is 110.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm usually really good on that.
And what was your fasting blood sugar?
I don't know. She didn't give me that number. She only gave me what was a concern to her, which was triglyceride, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if your triglycerides are in the thousands, that's when I worry. But 500, you can easily control that with lifestyle.
Okay. All right.
And then if you want to take some supplements, there's some supplements you can do to help out with working on your insulin resistance, helping out with glucose metabolism, helping reduce inflammation, helping you reduce stress. So there's a lot of things you can do.
Okay.
That'll help out everything else. And then the fenofibrate, that only works on triglycerides and it works on your liver, and your liver is already working hard enough with that triglyceride. So
does it affect me if I don't have a gallbladder? They took it out as an emergency last what is it, like I want to say like almost 10 years ago. Does that affect anything else?
Oh yeah.
I know I can't eat certain foods because I get really sick. Like I vomit, I just get so nauseous. I'm in the bathroom. Yeah.
So generally being on a relatively low fat diet is going to help you out. If you're going to have some fats, you're better off with a more plant-based fat. So avocado, coconut, occasionally red meat. But as far as protein sources and fat sources, Plant-based are going to be better, like I said, avocado and coconut, but again, that should also be limited. Chicken, fish, those are going to be a little bit better for you because those are leaner proteins, leaner fats, if you're going to have something that's fat-like.
Okay.
And you might want to consider being on a probiotic and a prebiotic and even a pancreatic enzyme.
Okay.
Yeah, so unfortunately, your system was messed up 10 years ago and no one ever told you about how to help correct it.
No, I mean, I Googled out pretty much some of the stuff, what was causing it, but I know there's a lot of things I can't eat.
Yeah.
And I'm like more lactose intolerant. It's really hard to pinpoint what kind of milk. So far I've been going through the phases of lactose, and the only one that works for me right now is oat milk.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Technically, you don't need milk. Man are the only mammals that consume milk after weaning. So you don't really need milk.
I need milk in my coffee.
So we have a keto creamer that'll do the
Okay.
same thing. It's coconut based. It'll boost your metabolism and also help you reduce weight.
What? Jovi, where was it?
I sent it to you.
Yeah, maybe I didn't open the link.
Yeah.
All right, I'll look into that then for sure.
Yeah. So there's more and more science coming out on two specific compounds. One is called medium chain triglycerides, which is one of the active components in coconuts, of which that keto creamer is. And then the other is polyphenols, and both the polyphenols and the MCTs, the medium chain triglycerides. And I know you said that you're high in triglycerides, but you don't have to worry about this type of triglyceride. It's not going to affect your triglycerides.
Okay.
But what they both do is they induce in the body something called caloric wasting. Some experts refer to it as kind of like a caloric bypass. So, and you've heard of a gastric bypass. This is kind of like a caloric bypass where it tells the body to avoid certain calorie inducing types of substances. So it specifically tells the mitochondria to avoid certain things. So it's another way to induce weight reduction.
Okay.
So the medium chain triglycerides are most highly concentrated in the keto creamer. There's a little bit in the meal replacements that we have, which we call the extreme shakes. And then the polyphenols are most in a fruit called mangosteen, which is in our supplement called Xanthomist.
Okay. Wow.
So there's a bunch of things that you can try that are going to be overall healthier for you than a fenofibrate, which is going to tell your liver to not process and make triglycerides essentially.
Okay. Wow. All right.
So we're here to help you. There's lots of other people that are
Thank you.
down the same road. So we can help you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions? I know that was kind of a long-winded answer.
No, it actually answered a lot of my questions that I did have.
Good deal.
Really just got to the point what I wanted to hear, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, glad to help out. So you're supposed to have a blood test in a month? Is that the whole idea?
Yes, she just told me to get on the Mediterranean diet. I've never been on it. I don't know what exactly. I was Googling it. But I know if Joey's recipes on her book, I'll follow some of those recipes for sure.
Yeah, so the Mediterranean diet is kind of like a ketogenic diet, but it
Okay.
adds in good vegetables, and at least for the next month, it may be kind of hard, but you may want to hold off on most fruits, because even though there are good fruits,
Mm-hmm.
they can boost your sugar, which is one of the reasons why your triglycerides are spiking. So that's the beautiful thing about the Xanthomist product. It gives you all the nutrient value of the mangosteen fruit without all the sugar.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I knew certain fruits you can't eat when you're diabetic because of the sugar levels, but I guess it works the same.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I tell my diabetic patients, if you're going to have a fruit, it's usually in the middle of the day, and it's a fruit that has a low or lower glycemic index. So when you're breaking your fast in the morning, you want that to be primarily protein based or a good fat base. And then you want your dinner or the last meal of your day. Again, depending, there are some people that do intermittent fasting. So their dinner may be kind of like a really late afternoon meal. But anyway,
Let's
the
go.
last meal of the day
Come on.
should be, again, relatively high in protein. If you're going to have a fat, it's a good fat. And if you're going to have a carbohydrate, it should be a complex carbohydrate that has a low glycemic index.
Okay.
And again, that's all in Jovi's book.
Right. And I skimmed it.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. And I didn't even introduce myself. My name's Ceci. I've known Jovi for, I don't know how many years now. How many, Jovi?
Almost 10.
Almost 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when I first started, or once I got to Chicago, or 9 years, 9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
I lost count.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. So what part of Chicago are you in?
I'm actually in the suburbs of Chicago. I'm in Markham, right by Alsip and Country Club Hills.
I know exactly where that's at.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Good old Markham, right by Harvey and Robbins, Illinois. All right.
Yeah.
now.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's exactly.
Well, welcome. Welcome, Ceci. Is that short for Cecilia?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, I have a friend,
Yeah.
Cecilia Moniz.
So we're
Cecilia
sticking with
Moniz
Ceci.
Cohi, and we call her Ceci. That's why I
Nice to meet you. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll work on something, Ceci.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll get together and we'll talk about what we can do, especially
Okay.
with the food intake and stuff.
All right. All right. I'm gonna jump off because my daughters are in here now, so it's gonna be kind of, loud.
Louder.
You can always mute if you want to just listen in the background. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely mute.
Or if they start throwing things, then you can always turn your camera off.
Right? See.
Let me see. So I know that Sarah had a question, Dr. Phillip. She was
Yeah,
asking in regards to, she had to jump off
yeah, I
right
saw
now.
that. Okay.
So she had a question in regards to the shape and burn. She
Uh-huh.
asked if her daughter would be able to take that. Her daughter's 13, 14 years old.
Which one? Because she has
I
two.
don't remember.
Yeah.
I'll ask.
And-
I'll ask her.
Yeah. Because one it may not be so good for, the
Yeah.
other one it could be good for, and usually you start off with one and see how they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know I was telling her, I was like, I wouldn't want you to. But I'm like, ask Dr. Phillip, he would be able to direct us a little bit more
Yeah.
in
Mhm.
regards to that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know Teresa's wife, I was talking to her yesterday, and
Mhm.
she mentioned that she was having a lot of back pain, like
Mhm.
the neck and her lower back. They went to the hospital yesterday because it was
Ooh,
unbearable for her.
wow.
So I did tell her about the CBD oil and
Mhm.
also the cream,
Mhm.
that with the combination of both would help her out.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, what type of job does she do? Where does she work?
she has her own business.
Oh,
And then
okay.
she also, so she does a lot of, how do you call it, creams, all natural products, where she does the creams. But she's also, I think, like in a secretarial position as well. So she does too.
Okay. The only reason I asked is just to make sure she's not in any type of federally job control
Okay,
situation where she might get drug tested. That's all.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'll double check.
Okay. Yeah.
You mean I can have drugs, Dr. Phil?
Well, the good drugs, not the bad drugs.
She muted herself.
Oh God, I'm like, oh, God, listen, I do have an update. So on Wednesday, I found myself at the emergency care because I was sitting at my desk, and all of a sudden I started getting lightheaded, felt like I had to throw up. I just did not feel well. So I slowly walked over to the what's called. I'm thinking maybe it was because I had not taken my been taking regularly my high blood pressure pills. I hate taking pills. Um, but when I got there, they couldn't find anything wrong. That she did the high blood. She checked my blood pressure. She said your blood pressure is good. She says one. She said it was good. She said it was 139/89. Um, she did a sugar test and a glucose test. I don't know if they're the same, but she pricked my finger. I didn't like it at all. But the number, she said those was in perfect range. And they did an EKG, which was really good. She's thinking that because, and shut up, Jovi, but because I went with that morning, she asked, what did I eat? I said, well, I didn't eat anything. I had coffee, but then somebody brought a lemon cake, so I ate a lemon cake. She says, possible my sugar spiked up and it crashed on me. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alice, you know better. How long? How many years? I have
Okay,
my
but
arms
why would
crossed,
I?
okay?
But why would I have never had like I'm lightheaded. Now she did say she saw some crystals in my ears because she said maybe it could be a little vertigo because you have some crystals in your ears. She said, but it sounded like to me that it was the cake that I ate, the lemon cake. But and now all the years, come on, who eats a cake and I have never had my sugar spike up and then drop.
So unfortunately, the more mature our body gets, the less it kind of reacts to big swings.
Mm.
And you started off today with caffeine,
Yes.
which is going to rev up your metabolism. And then that's also going to lower your blood sugar. And so you kind of lowered your blood sugar, increased your metabolism. Then you hit it with a sugar spike, which then spiked your insulin. And then that's going to drive your blood sugar down even lower. Yeah, so you went on a big roller coaster ride.
I was, and I really was on a roller coaster ride. 'Cause I was lightheaded, and all of us, I don't know what was going on, but
Yeah.
and I guess I didn't think about it because I had just came off a 12-hour fast, so I thought it would be okay to eat the cake.
So that's
Dr. Phil,
when
I know you're not
your
laughing.
body's absorbing all that sugar, Alice. So remember, when you're fasting and then you consume something, your
Yeah,
body's gonna absorb all of that. And you
and
know
it
that
did.
you don't want that. Especially when I
Yeah,
remember I told you whenever you're fasting and you're breaking your fast, you want to have some good either like bone broth or you're going to do the protein shakes that I've told you to do because that's
yeah,
going to absorb all the nutrients into your body. But if you're going to consume sweets or sugar, that's going to throw your whole body off, everything completely. Like it's not even worth you fasting. Don't even
yeah.
fast.
Yeah. Well, I blame the bank for that because they shouldn't have brought the cake. So they did. They brought the cake. So, but I didn't know. I honestly didn't know because I'm thinking it'll be okay because when I have my coffee, I do put cream in my coffee. So doesn't that break the fast right there?
Yeah, but yeah,
So
not,
the cake is a different sugar. Is that what you're saying?
well, it's a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah, cream has got a little bit of sugar, a little bit of fat, a little bit of protein, but cake is like, I don't know, 99% sugar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's what she said. She says, and I guess you agree with it that I had a sugar spike and then I crashed. So
Yeah.
I won't do that again, Dr. Phil. I can tell you that. So,
Good
but
for
I
you.
am fasting. So I fast Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Yesterday, I actually fast yesterday because I just wasn't hungry. So I fast from 8 to 8. So I decided to just go ahead and do my 12-hour fast. So,
Good for you.
and I had to break my fast, I had an apple this morning. So, and my coffee.
Apple with like almond butter.
No, just an apple.
So where's the protein?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I took a teaspoon of chocolate protein shake and put it in my coffee.
Okay.
Joby told me to do that. So if you start
Yeah.
screaming, to blame her.
Yeah, no. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it was pretty good because I didn't think it was going to be good, but she was telling me about it yesterday
Yeah,
that she put it in the coffee and it's pretty. It tastes like flavored coffee. It was really good. I
yeah,
was shocked.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
that was the only, but maybe that's not enough protein. Is that what you're saying? Maybe I should have some eggs in the morning because I did buy me some eggs so I could eat eggs. Because Joby know I love eggs.
So the protein powder that we have, 2 scoops is considered a meal replacement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I only
So
put like one.
yeah, so put 2 scoops in your coffee.
Okay. All right. Well, definitely do that, Dr. Phil.
Yeah, good deal.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna see you guys. I have to go to tennis.
Oh my God, I love tennis. I have tennis rackets. I just got to go buy some balls because they like all dried out or something.
I don't know what a good racket is or what it isn't at this point.
I don't
But
need. I have like 4 of them, so my friends can go with me. Nobody goes with me.
I'll go with you.
so I will see you guys.
Good luck.
Thank-
Stay safe out there.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dr. Phil. Good
You're
talking
welcome.
to you guys. Jovi, we'll be talking as always.
Okay.
All right.
Good deal.
Bye,
Have
guys.
fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Will do.
So I know Tyrone couldn't jump on today, Dr. Phillip. I'm trying to see if I can schedule him this weekend, but I'm not sure your schedule and his schedule. So maybe next Friday. So I'm still waiting because he's got an event tonight.
Okay.
I think through the church. So let me see. Who else?
Well, I'm
Wow.
going to jump off because I'm working, so I'm going back to work. So I wanted to get in on it. So I'm gonna-
7 o'clock. What are you working so late for?
Working, driving, do Instacart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I am not a lazy woman, Dr. Phil. Okay.
No, not
I
at all. Not at all. Good for you. Good for you.
I will see you guys next week.
Okay,
All
okay.
right.
And have a great
Yeah.
holiday.
You
Thank you,
too.
you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.